It looks like Deadpool and Wolverine is shattering box office records. All the while, Comic-Con over at Hall H is setting the night sky on fire. Let's talk about the Marvel turnaround, or is it, here on That Park Place. Hello, I am Jonas J. Campbell, an investigative reporter for That Park Place, and today I want to talk to you about Sprint. No, I'm just kidding. Let's talk about Deadpool and Wolverine. This story out of Deadline is covering what you probably all know because many people are going to see this movie. Deadpool and Wolverine are going on a wild Friday with 95 million plus opening. It's the sixth best opening day at the domestic box office, a cinema score, and this has a Saturday update. This by Anthony D'Alessandro from Deadline. We'll have more information after we talk about this really quick. We'll have an update for you again this morning when Disney reports its official figures, but it was very clear last night per sources and once again this morning that Deadpool and Wolverine exploded to a first day plus previews of $95 to $96 million. This is just domestic here. That sum of money easily makes Deadpool and Wolverine the sixth highest opening of all time. Some box office crunchers believe this has a shot at $200 million and wouldn't be shocked. However, Disney is always good about estimating exactly where their plane lands, and this film should not be knocked at all for earning $180 to $190 million for the weekend. That is a smashing opening for Deadpool and Wolverine, which is a lot of people wonder about. Well, maybe they don't wonder about my opinions on the film. It is an R-rated film that I feel like is kind of inappropriate for kids, but also presented in a way that it is supposed to appeal to kids. You have these bright and shining superheroes here, the vibrant red and yellow, and Wolverine, obviously a character that has been marketed to kids for a long time, also to teenagers and adults. I know there's been a rated R Wolverine film called Logan. Very well done, but also it has a content warning on it. And then Deadpool, which is a series which I've seen the first one. I wanted to know what was in it. I skipped the second one, and apparently a lot of other people did skip the second one as well. And now they've got a third one. I'm hearing the third one is actually pretty clean. I was having a discussion with someone who had seen the first one, but forgot some of the things that were in that film. Now, we obviously had a video on this channel a few days ago talking about the fact that Deadpool is now in the parks, and one of my favorite things about that is that Deadpool made a joke about Splash Mountain being forever while in the parks. I have to think that is them laughing at Splash Mountain as opposed to laughing with Tiana's Bayou Adventure, but to each his own. Let's talk about this, though. This being the sixth highest grossing film of all time domestically here means that Disney is probably going to want to do more of this. And I think let's say that's a dangerous ground to tread, as a Disney used to be considered a family company. I think they would still like to be considered a family company. They would just like to be considered family plus. And I don't mean that plus in a positive way. Let's continue on as we contemplate that. For daily estimates to jump from 55 million yesterday afternoon to 95 million plus shows that evening, and late night business on this pick is robust. Furthermore, when many called Friday at 55 million and the 3-day at 180 million, I don't know of any movie that gets to that threshold with a 50 million something day. Shawn, Levy, Ryan Reynolds, and Hugh Jackman have injected the Marvel Cinematic Universe with sildenafil, as the brand is officially back with an awesome A score from Deadpool franchise, which received its third straight A from the audience polling group. I'm also going to pull back a little bit here and say that I'm not hearing that it's actually a Marvel Cinematic Universe film. I know it's technically set in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but I'm hearing this is more of a celebration of the Fox franchises of the past. By the way, the previous record for the Fox franchise was 786 million. The highest grossing film of the entire X-Men franchise was Deadpool 2. So I think this is going to blow that away. Not, we can talk about inflation, we can talk about whatever, we can talk about COVID, but this is a big deal from a box office standpoint. IMAX and PLFs are only repping a third of the gross so far, which means this has mass market appeal as opposed to just people who like to go to the big theaters on the big day. East and West are the best for Deadpool and Wolverine. Update demos are 63% men. That doesn't shock me. 37% women. 18 to 24 is the largest demo at 31%, with 18 to 34 repping 60%. The diversity demos here Latinos tend to always show up to the box office. I'm not saying that they have no taste. I'm just saying that the habit of going to theaters in the Latino market is a little bit higher. So Caucasians showing up at 25%. Oh, sorry, this 32% Latino. That's actually a really big deal. 25% Caucasian. That means that white people did show up to the box office for this one. So, good for Deadpool and Wolverine. Adam Aron's AMC Burbank is the top grossing theater in the country with 240,000. Well, if you couldn't pull them in there, that would be a shame. Tonight is Marvel's big panel at Hall H at Comic-Con San Diego. We wonder if the Deadpool and Wolverine will come back with an encore and more news. Well, if they're going to be announcing another film that they're going to start working on it now, I would not be surprised there. The thing that I want to go to over there, since we're talking about Hall H, is this is all over Twitter. So I just picked a random tweet. I'm not necessarily endorsing this account here, but breaking, Watch Marvel Studios put on a spectacular pyrotechnics drone show as they surprise Comic-Con International. Let's take a look at this. I'm not going to play the audio because I'm pretty sure it's Marvel audio here, but this is a drone show with pyrotechnics doing the 4 for Fantastic Four. I do believe we're about to see a humongous dude come up from behind here. Oh, no, we're looking at Deadpool. We'll go to another tweet over here so everyone can see it. The photos don't do it justice, but Deadpool movie just had a really cool firework and drone show above Petco to promote the upcoming movie panel in Hall H on Saturday. These are so cool. I'm not going to lie. I think these are amazing. Despite what you may think of the movie, this 3D Deadpool head up in the sky, I can't even imagine what this would be like for a person who doesn't understand that drones exist, seeing something like this. There's Deadpool. These are animated, by the way, so they do the motion of the swords coming up here. And let's see, there's Wolverine and Deadpool. Yeah, that's fine. That's cool. Here's the one. Galactus right there. Other than the fact that there are restrictions at Walt Disney World, I know that there is some intention to bring more drone shows to the Walt Disney World Resort. Probably not in Magic Kingdom, probably not in Epcot due to flight restrictions. They currently have one over at Disney Springs, but this is the kind of thing they probably need to do more of in the parks. There. This is really cool. This is a great way to market that Hall H panel because Marvel still has a lot of work to do. I am not convinced that Deadpool is an indication of brand repair for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. In fact, what I've mostly heard from people who've seen this film is it's kind of a breath of fresh air for people who think that the Marvel Cinematic Universe has gotten pretty stale lately. And Deadpool openly mocking them, that's kind of a relief for people who are a little tired of the, I don't know, what's the word that Gary from Nerdrotic likes to use? MCU, there where every single male character gets replaced with a female counterpart. We're also hearing that in the comics right now that Wade Wilson is dead and he has been replaced with his daughter, Ellie. So, maybe they haven't got all the crud out of the tank there over at Marvel just yet. Anyways, I want to know, what do you guys think about this? Did you go see Deadpool? I am probably not going to see Deadpool for quite some time. It's just not my cup of tea. And are you contributing to that multi-million-dollar box office there? Will it get to $1 billion? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And is this a sign that Marvel is saved, or is it a sign that Ryan Reynolds and Shawn Levy got through the cracks here? Also, there's rumors that Shawn Levy is going to be working on a Star Wars film. They supposedly have a scriptwriter there. Let us know your thoughts on all of this in the comment section down below. Like this video if you like this video, and consider subscribing to That Park Plays for all the news that should be fun.
Thanks for watching That Park Plays News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media account.